Okay, um, so this is question 17, and it asks us to solve for a particular value within a formula, Newton's law of universal gravitation. And in that formula, the gravitational force F is given by the gravitational constant, G, times the mass of one body and the mass of a second body, celestial body. Actually, it doesn't have to be a celestial body. It could be just tiny little particles in a in a lab, in the molecular structure, I believe. Anyway, it's just any two masses. And then in the denominator we have r squared, with r being the distance between the two bodies. And we're asked in part A to solve for mass 2. Well, to do that, since mass 2 is in the numerator, we can multiply both sides of this equation by the reciprocal of the other values. I did it all in one calculation here. R squared is in the denominator, and so I put R squared in the numerator of the factor we're multiplying both sides by. And then the gravitational constant times mass 1 is in the numerator here, so I put those in the denominator of that factor. I multiplied that factor times both sides of this equation, and that cancels out multiplicatively excuse me, the r squared here and there, and the g times m1 there and here. Now you could have done this in a couple of steps. You could have multiplied r squared times both sides, canceling the r squared, and then 1 over g times both sides, canceling the g, and 1 over m1 times both sides, canceling the m1, and that would leave you the second mass, m subscript 2, is equal to the force times the distance squared divided by the gravitational constant times mass 1, F r squared over g m1. And now that we've got this formula, in part B we're asked what value can m1, the mass of the first object, never reach? Well, the answer to that is it can never be 0. The mass of the first body can never equal 0 because we can't divide by 0. And if one of your masses, if one of your bodies has a mass of 0, there's no gravitational force exerted on each other because there is no other in the each other. Okay, so there's, I believe I've got all the questions covered now except for 18, and that one is just going to have to remain a mystery, at least until the day of the final.